time now on Chop and Spin Radio here in the UK is 1 minute past 6 p.m. in the early evening, and we've got our next guest on the line. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
My name is W.D. Kilpack III. I go by Bill, and I'm an author from Utah in the United States, West Jordan specifically.
Right, now, Bill, you're, as you say, you're a book author. What inspired you to start writing books? I'll give you that as the first question.
Well, I've always been a storyteller ever since I was a little kid. Before I could write, I would draw pictures to tell my stories. And then I had my first publication credit when I was 9. A teacher I had entered a poem I had written in a contest, and it took first and was published. And then I had a teacher when I was 12 who let me write a new chapter for a book for every writing assignment in the 2 classes I had from her. And so I wrote my first novel when I was 12.
Right, now you want to talk about 2 fantasy novels that you've written. So just tell our listeners, well, first of all, the titles and a little bit about each storyline.
2 of the 8 books in the New Blood saga have been published. Book 1 is Crown Prince, and Book 2 is Order of Light. And the main character, his name is Nathar. And one of the things that about him is that he has sight. He can see into the future. He can see into the past. And so he is the guardian of Merrick. And what he has spent decades doing, and his father before him, were preparing for the king to be overthrown and to escape with the newborn crown prince and keep him safe to come back and regain the throne. And that is a lot of what's in Crown Prince, and Order of Light goes beyond that, where he is starting the work of putting the Crown Prince back on the throne.
Now, if people want to contact you, well, first of all, if people want to purchase the books, where do they go? And also, if people want to contact you, how do they do that?
Well, in both cases, my communication hub is my official website, which is kilpack.net. That's KILPACK.net. And there are links there where you can purchase the books on Amazon or for Nook or Kobo. And there's forms there where you can contact me, which I have had a lot of people do that. They have sent me photos of themselves holding my books and things like that, which has been just very cool. And you can even join and become a member of the Knights of Rill, and which includes some information that I send out regularly with advice for writing and book recommendations and education advice, because I've been teaching college since 1996.
Have you got anything in the pipeline?
Well, my 3rd book, Demon Seed, the 3rd in this series, is scheduled for Christmas. And the cover design is done. It's pretty well polished, and I should be able to hit that deadline. That was my goal for Order of Light. I missed it, but I learned a lot in the process. But Demon Seed...
If people keep an eye on your website, all the information will be on there, won't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And if they join the Knights of Rill, then of course they'll have information way in advance of release dates and that sort of thing.
Right, Bill, anything else?
It's been an amazing experience. The support has been great. Crown Prince recently won the Firebird Book Award, and that was very cool. You know, critics have been very, very positive so far.
Right, well, that's good news. And Bill, well, thank you very much for coming on. And that was Bill Kilpack in West Jordan, Utah.
Thank you for having me.